this guy, this guy, that girl, and a bunch of people who don't know what they're doing. Let's have some fun. Subscribe to Why Racing.
Team Sport Open Sessions. This is the lowest you can stoop in karting motorsport, but it is also one of the most fun and exhilarating things to do, as you can just fly past all the new drivers. Welcome back to Racing. Today we're racing at Preston in their Biz Eco Electric Volt GT karts, and we're going to be doing an open session here in the cold. Today we're racing with 4 marshals and one of their girlfriends, so we have some decent drivers on track mixed in with the new drivers, so it should be a great session. As we're coming up the ramp here, let me tell you a little bit about Team Sport Preston. It's 750 metres long, with 9 corners to the left and 2 to the right. When racing at Team Sport Preston, you have to be wary of this, because it means that some of the tyres are very worn out on the left-hand side, so they have to swap the tyres over sometimes to make sure the degradation isn't too bad, but it still can result in some great racing. As we warm up our tyres here, I've got 2 very quick drivers behind us, so as we go green in a second, I'm going to want to carve through the track as quickly as possible. And it's lights out and away we go here at Team Sport Preston, carving down the outside these 2 drivers in blue and down the ramp at blistering speeds. So the 2 drivers in front are battling and they both slam on their brakes, which causes them to lose a bit of traction, which allows me to go around the outside the driver in red. We come flying up behind this driver in pink. It's going to go red very soon, so we have to be wary of that. And it goes to red here, and we slam on our brakes to get right alongside this driver in pink. A good tip I can give you is when it goes red here, you're going to try and want to get on the throttle ASAP as soon as it goes green to see if you can get a jump on the driver in front. Unfortunately, I don't quite have enough speed as I was focusing on something else, but we're still going to press our boost button to try and catch up to the driver in pink. As we come up the ramp here, we're going to find our first overtaking zone. If you press the boost button at the right time, you can slip on the inside that left-hander, and our second overtaking zone is into this tight hairpin section, so you can throw down some insane dive bombs. Another tip I can give you is be aware of the drivers in front. I've noticed there's a driver in orange going incredibly slowly, so I'm going to try and snip down her inside, which I do manage, but this means the driver in pink has pulled away a little bit faster. But fear not, because he's encountered some slow traffic and we managed to go around the outside of both the driver in pink and the driver in green. So now we've got some clean air, let me show you a flying lap of Preston. As we come out the last corner here, you're going to want to delay the entry of the corner to get optimum exit. Flying down the straight, press the boost button over the start finish line. This will carry you through these 2 corners here and up the ramp at top speeds. Then as you come left, you want to stick to the barrier, drift out to the middle of the track and slide into this hairpin section. No braking, just a nice big lift. Rotate the kart into the right hand side here, stick to the barrier and then rotate in late to take this right and this left hander. And as we come down the ramp, you're going to do a dab of brakes at the bottom for rotation. So dab of brakes for rotation at the bottom there and flick the kart into that left hander. Smooth on the right hander, make sure you're not letting your kart slip around, and then flying through the left hander here to go finish our lap here at Team Sport Preston. Flying across the line, press the boost button a bit early if you've got it to get the optimum speed across the line. And that's a 39.0. Realistically, we're wanting to head into the 36s here, but it was very cold today, so it's not possible. Comment what you think my fastest lap time by the end of this race was now, and I'll give you a thumbs up if you're right. So approaching the slow driver in orange again, we're going to flick to her inside to pass her on the right hand side, and then coming up to another slow driver in red, and we're going to switch to the inside to go down the ramp to overtake once again. Another slow moving driver, we'll just send it on the right hand side here. As we cut some more action upstairs, we've got the same slow moving driver in orange, and we're going to go around the outside of her nicely. And as we cut to 1 lap later, we've got a big group of drivers coming up in the next clip, so we're going to have to show you how to manoeuvre yourself around big groups of drivers properly. So you have to look, you have to be aware, slip down the inside the driver in red, round the outside the driver in green. If we can stick it, yes we can. And we can see this driver in blue is over-rotating his kart through some corners, so we're going to note that mentally and use that to our advantage as we overtake him a bit later. So as you can see, another over-rotation there, which slows him down a little bit, which means we're right on his bumper. Brake for rotation at the bottom of the ramp, flick the kart in, a bit of a bump there, apologise, as that we shouldn't be doing that. And round to the right here, it goes to yellow and then red, so we'll have to restart the race. And as we cut back to yellow here, we're going to use our tyre warming techniques to make sure we have the most grip we can on this surface. As we come down the inside this driver on blue down the ramp for another blistering overtake here at Team Sport Preston. Now, open sessions may be easy to overtake, but it's a great practice for your overtaking skills on slower drivers. As I'm doing an endurance race coming up in 29th of March, I'm going to have to learn how to overtake drivers of all different skill levels. To go around the outside as driver in green, we're going to bake for rotation once again down the ramp and try and catch up to this other driver in green. As we come through this right-hander, she's making a couple of mistakes, and she's going to make one more mistake on this corner, which allows us to get partially alongside, but not quite enough speed to make the move. Now, this is one of the mechanic's girlfriends, so she's going to be a tough egg to crack to try and overtake. As we come up the ramp here, taking a wider line to try and slip to the inside, and we do manage to get the inside line on her, but can we stick the move? Send it down the inside for a nice little dive bomb, but now we have a compromised line, which means we exit this corner slower, and she managed to get up our inside. And she sticks that, and we've now got even slower exit, but we do manage to keep the position for now. As we come down the ramp, this driver in red holds me up a little bit, and I let her through again. As we switch through the inside of the driver in red, we're right behind this driver, and this is a great battle. As we cut to a little bit further ahead, we're going to try and overtake this driver in green once again coming up the ramp. But we don't quite have enough run on her, so we're going to have to stay behind and try and analyse her moves to try and overtake her. Now, she's going to go for a move on this driver in pink, and sometimes you can capitalise on these moves, as we try and do, but we don't quite have enough space between us. And now this other fast driver, the Marshall, is right behind us and has got alongside us on the red light. But now we have a massive battle between all three of our drivers. I'm going to try and get the jump start on this driver right, which I do manage to do as he was a little bit distracted. But will it be enough to hold him off for the next couple of laps? He's got the outside line coming down the ramp, I've got the inside line, which is a good thing. Dab rotation on the brakes to the bottom, and we're going to try and power along the straight, but it goes to another red. He gets a little bit in front here and has the inside line, which could be a predicament for us.
Can you just stop there when it goes green and you can like make this guy go around? Please do that, I'll pay you. You're in a bit of a predicament there, mate. No!
Now, unfortunately, the order you see here is the order we will stay in for the rest of the race. So let me know if you guys want to see the rest of this battle here in part 2. And subscribe for more karting content on YouTube. And comment F1 if you got far enough in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Gree Racing out.